chat? What's going on, man? Hope everybody's good. We're here, you're here, we're all here. I think I need to order a new mic this week. I keep saying it. I think it's time. I think this one's on the way out. I don't know, man. I think so. Oh, I'm blurry. Good. Yep. Okay. Sure. Yeah, starting off strong. Okay. Good. I bet all the cams aren't on. Let's find out. Let's fucking find out. I quit. I'm done. That's it. This is the end. Anyways, good morning. We're here. Hi, hello. We got a lot going on, dude. We're only like 2.5 weeks away from 44, which is exciting. Like, it's all I care about. This week we got a couple things. We got the POE on, is it Friday? Is Friday the 29th or is that Thursday? It's the 25th, 6th, 7th, 8th. Yeah, so Friday is the 29th. We got POE 2. What else do we have? We have Pizza Bandit this week, which we're going to do with Ben and Char. That should be fun. Tomorrow is Xbox Helldivers. I'm probably going to wait until... Are they doing the new Warbond, like, day of? I think they are, actually. So tomorrow we have Helldivers. Silk Song next week. I never played the first game, but I might check it out. I don't know. Diver. What else we got? I think that's for Wednesday. We probably have a drop from No Man's Sky. Sean tweeted a waving emoji, which I think is going to be social features in some way. People are like, they're saying goodbye. I don't think so. I think he's going to be updating No Man's Sky until he's like 90, till you're 90. Gears of War. Nope. Don't give a fuck about Gears of War. Not going to play it. Nope. That's not. I don't care. Nope. Never been a Gears guy. Nope. No. Yeah. Never been a Gears guy. I don't like it. Yep. Not a fan. I'm using the last Epoch Season 3 as a warm-up for PoE 2. I've heard, dude, I'm hearing so many good things about PoE's patch. Dude, What else we got going on this week? I think that's it. This week's pretty packed, though. So today's chill. Tomorrow will be Helldivers, probably. And then, yeah, a lot of stuff this week. Wednesday, I don't know what he's going to do with this update, dude. Hopefully something cool. I don't think we're hearing about Line of Fire yet, dude. To be honest with you, I don't think so. Maybe he'll do like a Hello Games direct. That's what they should do. It's just Sean like doing emojis, like pantomiming. You know, that would work. I would watch that 100%. Yeah, October's pretty full too, man. But yeah, Helldiver ODS Warbond drops on the 26th. So that's tomorrow. So they're actually doing Warbond drop. I don't know if we're going to have a new MO. You would assume so. You know? Oh, right on 30. Okay. That sucks, dude. I'm sorry to hear that. But yeah, that's the short of the long. Yep, that's the short of the long this week. We got a fun week ahead. Twitch has started cracking down on viewbots, and people are noticing that it's like 70% of like top broadcasters dropped to like 24% in metrics, chat. And they haven't even touched embedding yet. And it turns out that I am so aggressively correct about everything. It's annoying. It's really fucking annoying to be right all the time. I'm tired of it. Oh yeah, Friday is Destiny Rising as well. Yeah, well, PoE's not till the afternoon, so if Rising is out in the morning, we'll play it then, for sure. Sure, annoyed? It is annoying. I would love to be wrong about some things, dude. I would absolutely adore being wrong about some stuff. That would be sick as fuck, man. Whoa, careful, God. You're being right now. Currently? Dude, no, Sam has admitted fault and wrongness many times with me. It's a gift. You don't get gifts like that every day. When XQC makes a point you agree with, something's incredibly fucking wrong. Well, I mean, okay. I wouldn't be surprised if Homie embeds. Or is embedded somewhere by someone. One of his handlers. The botting shit is just the tip of the iceberg. Oh, Rising's the 31st. I thought it was the 29th. Is it not like early access? Sunday release sucks. I don't want to do that. I'm busy. Yeah, by their agency, it's part of the kit contract. Oh, for sure, dude. Yeah. I mean, people, here's the thing, is people are going to jump on the, now it's okay to shit on people who do this stuff, bandwagon, to position, is what it is. People are going to be, that's just the truth of it. There's third-party people view botting channels, too. Yeah, there always has been. Yeah. Someone leaked the kit contract this week saying botting's part of it. Of course it is. That website's dog shit, and everybody works there is dog shit. I'm sorry. Like, it's, like, they're terrible people. Terrible site ran by terrible, awful people. It shouldn't surprise anybody. Not that Twitch is aggressively bettered, you know? Like, that much. Like, a little bit. Like, enough for me to be like, okay. You know? Like, Twitch ain't great either. I'm sure Twitch has their hands in botting people on the platform as well. Like, 100%, without a doubt. Without un doubt. Devin Nash is getting out more context, which makes his whole situation crazy. What sort of change are you hoping to foresee on Twitch? Nothing's going to happen. I don't trust that there will be change. You know, you might see a few people disappear. I would love a big reckoning, personally. I would love to see a lot of people who have cheated the system over the years to suffer the consequences of cheating the system and, you know, lose everything. I'd love to see that, but it's not what's going to happen. They're going to be protected internally, I'm sure, because Twitch has known about it for a long time. Twitch is aware of the problem, but they took a gamble and they were like, "Hey, let's just fucking ride the wave. Let's see what happens," you know. But what are you gonna do, man? Nothing, I guess. Make a video game. That's my plan. Were we talking about Rising Discord says global launch is when now? Global launch is August 28th, so Thursday. So that we could do that on Thursday. Man, this week's full, dude. I'm not going to get enough PSO in. This is bullshit. I hate this. 16 days, Tool. Yep. Good morning, by the way. Hi, hello. Hey, hi. What else we got, dude? Yeah, there's not enough hours today, man. I smell. I need a fucking shower. Man, I took one last night. Good morning. Twitch isn't on fire with viewbots and adpocalypse, right? How are we battling this botting problem? What are we to battle? What have I been doing for years, Kevin? You know, I've done been doing it. I mean, there's nothing for me to battle. I've already called people out over the years. Done. I got rid of Extra Life. That's my greatest trophy. I should get their logo mounted on my wall like I hunted them down. Oh. How does PoE run on the Steam Deck for me? Like garbage, but I haven't tried it with FrameGen because now we have the Decky FrameGen plugin, and it's really nice. Really, really nice plugin. Works super well. And Blue Woo? Oh my god, dude. What an egregious example Blue Woo was. Holy fucking Christ. That shit was nuts. Like, just how, like, dead set he was on saying that he was in the right. Oh my god. It's my favorite. You know, I wish I could, like, take the emotion I felt when he went from 4,000 viewers to 23 and, like, turn it into a dessert. And I could only have a couple bites because it would be so rich, you know, but it would be so good. It would sustain me. What are you looking for in PSO? I'm looking for, and get ready for it, Flowing Sword. Dude, the RDR this week, or RBR, is a temple level. We don't have We don't have drop anything rate boost yet in the event, unfortunately. That should be this week, though, hopefully. If it's this week, the flowers will drop the 3084 in a 1 out of 50 chance, give or take, I think. So I'm going to open up a thing. We'll see if we get some folks in. People have really slowed down on the event. We're at like 15,000 out of 20, so we're going to get it done. I got to know what I should be grinding for on my Ramar. Frozen shooter for sure. You want a 101, 100%. Banger track. I got distracted. I'm sorry. I heard that Shroud was view botting heavily. Wait, what? I haven't heard anything about Shroud. I saw Asmongold drop by like half. That could be circumstantial. He might just be playing PSO this month. You never know. Who knows, dude? Dude, I have a frozen shooter with 15 hit because I want to. I need to get one with like 30 so I can make a Snow Queen. Snow Queens are great. They're crazy. They can't combo, so that's why you want a good hit value on it. But it pierces, so you can shoot everything in a line. I haven't heard anything about Shroud, but if it's out there, I'd love to read it. I would love to read it. Temple RDR yellow. We'll see if people join up for this. People are still focusing on the event pretty heavy. Otherwise, I'll just run solos on these. Yeah, I love Mike, man. I haven't heard anything about him. Your Rage of Amp lost insane amount, like 40K to 15K. Oh, that's not fucking... Yep. Oh, the PoE banner's still there? I got it. That's not surprising. Yeah, that doesn't fucking surprise me in the absolute least. Crazy, dude. Asmongold? No way. Why would you say no way? Why would that surprise you, dude? Like, look. Let's not set up false prophets. Yeah, Amp, OTK, Phase. None of that shit fucking surprises me. None of it. Social media is in shambles? Yeah, I mean, like... There's a lot of people I watched over the years who I saw fake it till they made it. Some of them are like some of the biggest creators in the world now. And, you know, for those people without like definitive 100% evidence, can't really like call them out, you know? Because it's like, I want to keep my peace kind of situation. Amp and Phase I get, but OTK, that wouldn't surprise me. And they own my management company, or part owners in it. Doesn't surprise me, man, even a little bit. Where can you find these stream analytics? You can use there's Twinge, there's Twitch something. There's a lot of websites. If you just look up Twitch tracker, you can look at where the drop-offs are over the last couple weeks for people. Yeah. It's pretty revealing. There's a line of people that cheated the system. Is Lossless running? No. Hold on, let me fix. Actually, hold on. I know what happened there. Let me see this. You unscale. Cool. I'll switch to here real quick. We will hit scale. Touch that. Thank you for calling that out. Sometimes it's finicky. The rumor is, and I hate rumors, so grain of salt. The rumor is they had an intervention for Mizkit for view botting, and Asmon responded to that on Twitter saying it's true. I've seen where people are saying everyone is view botting, whether it's an org advertising them, doing it themselves, or people doing it to them. Any validity to this? I I mean, everybody's strong. Everybody's a strong word. But I do think the vast majority of what you would consider to be a mega streamer, I think the vast majority of them are body in some form. And it's like, why do you need to go from 9,000 organic to 20,000? Like, you know, is it just for posturing? And I'll tell you what the real answer is. It's for sponsorships. It is to defraud advertisers and take more money. That's what it's for. Because the difference between, you know, 9K and 21K as far as sponsorship pay is fucking staggering. It's a large number. Like, I know for a fact when Fex for Life was around and they were embedding, and embedding is a lot more tricky than botting, both to catch and to do. So it's more complicated, but it's also more effective than botting. It's not as brute force. Botting's brute force. Yeah, I would say a large portion of most of the mega streamers are or were. Yeah, it's like $129 per CCV, and you know what it used to be? It used to be $2. It used to be $2, and you know what brought that price down? The very thing that is now being called out, and everybody is realizing I was right. The whole industry has been affected by these pieces of shit, you know? Like, hurt my bottom line across the board. It sucks. It's crazy how much Fex for Life have dropped off. Fex for Life has not streamed on Twitch since October 2023 because I got rid of them. Period. Full stop. They fucking gone. But I'm pretty sure they were paid to leave. That's what I think. I was making such a stink about it and putting such focus on their numbers. I'm pretty sure they were paid to leave. Because it doesn't make sense for them to leave and then see how the new rule set wasn't, like, wasn't enforced, right? And not come back. Because, I mean, they gave up probably, you know, hundreds of thousands of dollars a month to leave this website that they were cheating on. Do you think people bought chatters as well? Oh, they absolutely do. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, absolutely. There's a lot of that. There's a lot of that out there. 100%. Yeah. A lot of that shit. Fex for Life was at a Bandai hosted event like 1 or 2 months ago with other big streamers for Night Rain, which I found very odd. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, from the outside in, it looks like they have great metrics for YouTube and for their website. So, because people aren't knowers. Like when the people from, what's the fucking game? No Rest for the Wicked. When the No Rest for the Wicked people were, like, you know, distributing Fex for Life's video, it was really disappointing because I was like, hey, do you actually, like, do research on the people that you're working with? You know? Sponsorship should just be rev share instead of per viewer. No, they shouldn't. No. Because that doesn't work, dude. Here's the thing. Streams are like a billboard. Like, you get paid based on impression. Payment based on like sales, rev share doesn't fucking work. That's like at that point it's like you might as well fucking not. I don't do any sponsorships if they're like, we'll give you some product or like a portion of this or that. That's also really hard to track. Impressions are easier to track. But the problem is a lot of these people got paid on false metrics, and that's what hurts the whole industry. Like, you don't pay for a billboard and then pay them based on the number of fucking shampoo bottles that the billboard hypothetically sold. You know? Because you can't track that. Now, if you're actually working on commission for something, like some people do, like a code, like if you're, like, you know, working with a PC company and you have, like, a discount code with them, that's something that tracks and you get paid out for that. Nash said he pulled his company off of Twitch. That's millions that could have gone to streamers that won't. Yep. Yep. Will advertisers use this to pay streamers less? They already have. They have been steadily over the years. It's exactly what I said was happening. But people told me to stay in my lane. Well, yeah, I took the love sack. It's like a $10,000 couch, dude. Fuck yeah. I wanted a new couch. That was easy. But I got the couch. I didn't get the couch based on how many couches I sold. That's the point, too. Yep, dude. Yeah, the ones who say stay in your lane, they're doing it. Either they were doing it or their favorite streamer is doing it. You know? It's also been pretty rampant in the Destiny directory over the last couple years as well. But that's neither here nor there. It's fucking everywhere. Unlike Dr. Seuss. Oh, man. Yep. Yeah, it sucks, dude. It sucks dick. Like, it sucks big old dangles. Not nicely. How's that couch holding up with the kids and the pets? Beautifully. I love it. I love that couch, man. I love it dearly. We officially hired our first lead dev for my video game, of which I almost said the title. But this week we have our first meeting with our lead artist, potential lead artist. And she is very fucking talented. So I'm excited for that. Twitch's lack of an algorithm, the fact that the only way to grow is to be at the top of directories, directly incentivizes and rewards view body. I don't think an algorithm works for Twitch, personally. I think it's different for something like VOD, where those things just constantly exist. You know? The problem with an algo for Twitch is like, that's not how viewers consume and travel through the platform. Most of the time, like, because discovery on Twitch has always been bad. It's never been good. It relied on luck or knowing someone, and even still, you had to get lucky. The only way that viewers really find new streamers is to be introduced to them directly by streamers that they watch, by and large. You know, most viewers, even back to like 2015, didn't like surf the website looking for streamers. You know, they might have been introduced by a friend or another streamer. Yep. I find it funny with the Kingmaker way. I pay Twitch the same I pay Google searches. I don't click the top results. I go down a little. Yeah, not everybody does that. Most people just hit whatever the first one is. Yeah. It's a whole thing, man. But, you know, all the repercussions and ramifications and all that of, you know, Twitch's inactivity over the years, it's all coming to fruition. Can't stop it. They could have pushed VODs and clips better. Like, too little too late on that. But I don't think that's what Twitch viewers were here to consume, personally. I mean, because they have, like, a carousel kind of thing for clips and VODs, but most people just go to YouTube. Most folks. I was having a discussion with Macdix on Twitter last night about the need for a Destiny 3, and that was a fun conversation. He's very like feels like you don't need a D3, and I'm like, unless there's a D3, I'm never coming back. And I put out like bunch of reasons why, and I feel like I'm pretty succinct and accurate in it. Short of the long is Bungie is fucked up, and I don't know that they can ever adjust course. Yeah, Twitch viewers are mostly around for interactivity. Yeah, I agree. Yep. Sample is but good. Thank you for the 49 months, dude. And Jolbo, thank you for the 32. Super nice. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, and I think it's incredibly disingenuous to claim that that this year's update, Edge of Fate, is essentially a start over point, because that's so far from the truth. You know, like it's nothing near a start over point. Where's my mouse at? Can I have it, please? Keyboard? I played like 2 hours of Edge of Fate and haven't touched it since. Yeah, I haven't even bought it. Yeah. It's as fresh of a starting point as they're going to give us, correct. I mean, old-gen consoles need to be dropped, you know, deeper social systems, rework of the bubble system, which is, it's the tech behind how their destinations function, to make it more robust, which you can't do if you're going to hold on to old-gen consoles. Complete rework of PvP, probably all brand new classes. A lot of things would have to be completely redone. And the thing about, like, if they did a sequel, they could do a large time jump. You know, which I think makes lore important and interesting. So, like, we know a lot now, right? There's less mystery. Like, they're trying to create mystery, like post Final Shape is really difficult to do, I think. So I think like a big time skip, and complete top to bottom rework is necessary to make it interesting. Like I still think Destiny has one of the worst returning player experiences and like a top 3 bad new player experiences out of most live games, probably. At least they got rid of Pete. They did not replace him with a good selection, I think. I don't trust Justin. I don't. I mean, Justin has been a higher up at Bungie since I went to Bungie. So I think it's going to make a big difference personally. How much is it? 1 out of 80 ain't bad, dude. That's not too shabby. If we can get the drop anything rate this week, drop anything rate guy, do like A3 with 3 people, that'd be like 1 out of 50, I think, for these swords. And that's what I want to see. Has PlayStation Studios taken over? Essentially, yeah. Yeah, Bungie hasn't delivered on their side of the deal. That's why Pete's leaving, you know. Pete sold him up the river without a paddle. Good luck, man. I don't know. Petey. Herman Hulst is supposedly over the studio already and has been for 6 months to a year. God damn. I want to know where people get all the reports on all the juicy shit. You know? How do you know all that juice? How is the juice so loose, dude? You got to tighten up that juice, man. They're going to fucking kill you, homie. He did get all of his cars, yeah. The juice is leaking. You gotta be careful, man. Yes, darling. What's happened after Final Shape might be the biggest fumble in gaming history. I mean, they should have had a 3rd game ready to go. I mean, can you imagine, like, a time skip? Like, make it skip 100 years. We're outside of the Soul system. Everything that happened after Final Shape is lore. Our previous Guardians of Lore, you know? Guardians of old. Maybe brand new Vanguard in charge. Discovering new powers outside of the solar system. But now it's like a trickle of information of, like, cool lore shit. You know? It just doesn't feel exciting from like a story perspective. You gotta have more change, dude. You gotta change. Give me a flowing sword, bitch. I swear to God. The PSO games have the best in-studio sounds, in my opinion. Love seeing you play this. Also, hi. Hey. Yeah, I wish PSO 2 and New Genesis hit for me, but it just didn't. You know? It just didn't. I love me some PSO 1, though. Don't do it. Oh, I haven't been feeding my mag, dude. He's so hungry. I gotta give him antidotes. I'm wanting to aim at getting a Puyo. They're this little black slime guy with eyeballs, and they're cool, and I want one. The cell that you need to turn it into a Puyo is such a pain in the ass to get. Oh, I have no hope for the Star Wars expansion, dude. Yeah. Oh, yeah, Division Survivors. Division 2 Survivors is coming next year. I don't know what that entails. Honestly, I think the Edge of Fate is the first time the story was better than the gameplay. The writing and setup is juicy. It's a shame I couldn't lock down the new and returning player experiences in the Portal. I don't like the Portal. I think it looks like mobile. It's the only way I could put it. And I know it's not like a big step away from what the director was and what its intent was, but it just doesn't like feel cool to me. Oh, the Puyo? I don't have a picture of it on my PC. And it'll probably be like, I mean, I don't even know if I'll be able to find the mag cell for it. But it's not my primary chase at the moment. Do you think Twitch front page is basically view botting? I clicked a stream on the front page. A person had 2K viewers in the last 10K. I mean, no. It's effectively embedding is what it is. Because it is embedding. But it's on site, so that's fine. Because people are here to consume game content. So those boosted metrics do help those streamers. It's also not a permanent thing. You know, they rotate it. But it's embedding is what it is. Not botting. Botting's completely different. Well, maybe not, but they're functionally similar, but the way that you do them is diffy, if that makes sense. Yeah, so the Puyo looks a little bit like a slime from like the Dragon Quest series, Jaina. Dude, I haven't used a Twitch front page in forever either. But it does bring in a lot of eyeballs, and that's why that's why it's so heavily sought after, like what they refer to as the hero spot. Hey, God, thank you for introducing me to Affinia. I'm 40 hours in with a 91 Ramar. This game fucks. That's what I'm saying, dog. Thank you for listening to me. I appreciate being established as correct. Cool. Dude, I miss Mixer too, bro. Man. I miss it bigly. I'm gonna kill these fucking flowers. Don't you spit at me, flower. I hate you. Good morning. Rough start to a Monday. Found out my wife is going to need to be looking for a new job. That fucking sucks, dude. I'm sorry, man. That's a big mix-up in the family. Fingers crossed. Good luck on that, man. Someone should have leaked the Mixer source on GitHub. Well, I mean, it's the FTL stuff is not like... It's not like... crazy impressive or like hard to do technology. It's that running a streaming service is fucking expensive. You know? It's really fucking expensive. That's why Microsoft pulled out. Because they were like, oh shit, this is too expensive to do. So we're not going to do it. They also didn't listen to me and Tyler and Shroud. My biggest piece of advice for Mixer was stop buying mega streamers for millions and millions and millions of dollars and fill out your middle-of-the-road streamer. You know, your people who average 100 viewers. Start paying hundreds of thousands of dollars to these people. You know, create brand loyalty. These are the folks who are going to be online more. You know, because, like, Mixer was cool, but there was a definite lack of experienced streamers. And I met like a good handful of great streamers on Mixer. But there was a definite lack of experienced raid targets when I got offline. So it often felt like I was just raiding the same people every day. You know? And that's unfortunate. Because that's where a lot of like new streamers went. Because they felt like Twitch was so oversaturated that they could never grow here. But in doing so, they were on a platform that didn't really help nurture their experience as a broadcaster. You know? It's a whole thing. But they didn't listen to me. I was like, you need to pull out like your mid-range streamers over here. They needed smaller streamers in the space. Yeah, so when the mega ones went offline, the website didn't go from, you know, tens of thousands of viewers to nothing, which is what happened every day. Yep. Yep. Stop it. Anyways, good talks this morning already. There's a reason why only Google and Amazon have done it. Yeah, I mean, well, they use it as like a loss leader, for one, and they use it as advertising, but we'll see how that goes for Amazon now with Twitch. People won't address it yet because it's not the big elephant in the room, but embedding is a bigger issue than botting. And always has been. It's just botting is an easy villain to point at. You know? This is the problem right here. These fake things. It's easier to see. You know? Botting is also easier to establish as a bad thing than embedding, because if you start talking about embedding, people are like, well, what's that? You know? Now, if you talk about botting, that makes sense. That word is a word that they understand and they can be mad at, so they can focus their anger at that thing. What is it? Photon drop? Nah. It'd be wild if Amazon decides to sell Twitch. It could happen. I don't know. Hopefully doesn't. I read or saw a clip that Mixer offered Tim the Tatman or Nadeshot like 1 million to stream there. That's incredibly low. That's an incredibly low number. Based on Mike's and Ninja's contract, I would assume that it was probably multi-tens, probably in the 20 range for a 2-year deal, would be my guess. And I would guess that YouTube offered him more. Yep. That's so much money? Yeah, it was nuts, dude. Yeah, you get it while you can, man. I saw the clip. He was offered $25 million. Yep. Which means he probably got 30 from YouTube. Which means if he would have taken that money, he would have probably been offered in the range of 40 from Facebook on his exit. Because I know how much Facebook offered Mike and Ninja. And they both declined. I was sad, and I was like, fuck it, dude, I don't care. My contract was nowhere near theirs. I was Chris Bosch.